Hello, in this video we are going to look at reverse percentage. Quickly understand what are reverse percentage. Basically reverse percentage is something that you have the value after a change. So that change can be increasing, that change can be decreasing. So using that idea, what is the change percentage and what is the value you have to figure out what is the original value. Okay, so let's understand with the questions. So the question is, find the original value after a percentage change, which is also known as reverse percentages at times we call, because we are working reverse to find out the original value. For example, let's take this question that David pay increases by 20% to rupees 1080 per day. Now over here you need to find out what was his pay before the increase. Okay, so what do you know is that after increase the price is 1080 per day. Now there was some original price which we are not sure of, or which we are not aware of what was the original price, so we have marked it question mark. Okay, now there is an increase by 20%, so which means generally what we do is we consider original price equivalent to 100%. Now if there is an increase by 20%, so the new price would be 100 plus 20, which is 120%. Now what do you know over here is कि 120% equals to 1080. We need to find out what is 1%. How do we find out 1%? So basically if I divide 1080 by 120, I'll get the value of 1%, which is rupees 9. Now this rupees 9 represent 1%, but I need to figure out original price, which is 100%. So what I'll do is I'll multiply this by 100. So the original price is 900 rupees. Clear? Okay. Now the same example, but in two different approaches. One is your bar method, which is known as Singapore bar method basically. So what I did over here is that there is some 100% original price which we are not aware of. In that original price we added 20%. So right now what you have is 120%, which is equivalent to 1080 rupees. Now you had 100 and extra 20. So if I break this down in the multiples of 20, so what do I get over here is, how do I get 20% from 120? Because 120% is 1080, I need to calculate the price of 20%. So I divide it by 6, so which gives me 180 rupees. So 20% is 180 rupees. I need to know 100%, so I multiply this by 5. So 100% is rupees 900. Okay. Now the second method which we will be looking at is algebraic method. Now what we know is 120% is directly, because instead of going, this is just for the understanding purpose, the bar method and the method which we used previously. But in exams what you can do is you can do directly. You know what is 120%? 120% is equals to rupees 1080. You need to calculate 100%, which we are not aware of at this moment. So we have written unknown as x. Now what you are supposed to do is you need to cross multiply them. So 120 into x should be equals to 1080 into 100. Basically what we are doing over here is also the idea of unitary method, but we are skipping up the steps over here. So directly 120x is equals to 1080 into 100. So which will give you x is equals to 1080 times 100 divided by 120, which will give you directly 900. Clear? Chalo. Now again let's look at different example over here. In the previous example we have looked at the value increase. Okay, now let's look at how, if the value is decreased, how do we figure it out? Now if the jacket costs $102 after a discount of 15%, read the question carefully. What is the original price of the jacket? Okay, now similar way what we know is $102, and what we need to figure out is original price. So we consider original price equivalent to 100%. There was a discount of 15%. So from 100%, if I subtract 15%, what do I get is 85%. Now what I know is 85% is equivalent to 102. So if I have to calculate the value of 1%, I'll divide it by 85. So I'll get 1% is equals to 102 divided by 85. Now if I have to calculate the value of 100%, I will multiply it by 100. So 102 divided by 85 times 100, which will give you $120. So the original price of the jacket is $120. Clear? So when we are working on discount or the price is being reduced, so you will get less than 100%. And when the price is increased, you will get more than 100%. Now similar, you can also use bar method over here. 100%. Generally what we know is always what is the original price is always the 100%. Now over here we need to subtract 15% because that was the discount. So what you have is 85%. Now 85% represent 102. Now over here what you can do is, at times when you have multiples of 10, it becomes very easier. When you have multiple of 5, keep in multiple of 5%. Instead of calculating 1%, what you can do is you can calculate the value of 5%. So what is 5%? So from 85, if I have to come down to 5%, I'll divide it by 17. So similarly, I divided the value $102 by 17. So I got 5% is equals to $6. So now if I have to calculate 100%, so with what number I multiply 5 to get 100%? So I multiply it by 20. So 100% is equals to 6 times 20, which is $120. Similar algebraic method, 85% you know $102. 100% we don't know, we assume this has to be X. Now cross multiply, 85X is equals to 102 times 100. So X is equals to 102 times 100 divided by 85. X equals to $120. Clear? Now let's look at this question. Whichever method you want to use, you can use whichever method you are comfortable. The price of a house is increased. Most important thing is reading the question carefully. Is increased by 15%. Now it costs this. So means after increase the price is 8625000. Now find out the original price of the house. So what does 8625000 represent? 115%. Basically it's 86,25,000. Now you know 115% is 100 plus 15%. Now using the method, you can continue either in the bar method or you can use the algebraic method. That right now you know 115% is 86,25,000. Now 100% is X, cross multiply. So you'll get 115 times X is equals to 86,25,000 times 100. So X is equals to divided by 115, which will give you 75 lakh. So the price of the house before increase was 75 lakhs. Clear? Now over here, if you see, the washing machine price has been reduced in a sale by 20%. The sale price is $512. Now you know 80%, there is a discount of 20% and price we pay. So we paid 80%. So right now 80% is equals to, because there was a discount of 20%. So 80% equals to $512. We need to figure out 100%. So 100%. Now again cross multiply. 80 times X is equals to 512 times 100. So X is equals to 512 times 100 divided by 80. So the original price of the washing machine was $640. Okay, one more question. The iPhone price is reduced by 30% in a clearance sale. The sale price is 35,000. So after reduced, this is the sale price. So which means the sale price is 35,000, which is 70%. So what you know is 70% is 35,000. Over here I have shown the unitary method and it's multiple of 10. So we have figured it out, divided it by 7. So 10% would be 5,000. So 100% would be 50,000. So what was the original price before the sale? Was 50,000. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and like if you have enjoyed this. Thank you.